Wife, you got something to say?
No. Mom, she's shy. Mom, she wants to
Man, my family is boring. They're not adventurous.
Yes, we are.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you got to say about this?
I don't say nothing.
What do you got to say about this adventure? Okay, so what's up to everybody? This is the first of many. On my way to the city right now. Look at this. So we're on our way to the city, taking my wife to the city. She likes to go to the thrift store. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not with all of this rumbling. Yes, this is the first of many videos that I'm gonna try and do. Kind of just documenting my journey to the Amazon Locker Plus customer service associate position. So we're gonna see what happens. So I'm currently working for the United States Postal Service as a mail processing clerk, and my wife thinks I'm crazy because I'm trying to juggle Amazon and the Postal Service at the same time.
Pas mal. Hop. Oh. Alors ça arrive souvent.
Excusez-moi. Bravo, alors vous êtes une espèce de sadique. Bah oui.
But we will see what happens. Yar, you got something you want to say to the camera? No? Yuri? I can't hear you. It's hot in here. My daughters, Yuri and Yari. Huh? You get the hot side and Yari gets the shady side? That's how life goes. Wife, you got something to say?
Mom, she's shy.
Man, my family is boring. They're not adventurous.
Yes, we are.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you got to say about
No,
this?
I don't say nothing.
What do you got to say about this adventure? So yeah, I just applied for the Locker Plus position, and the process was really easy. It wasn't really a hassle or anything like that, which I think is a plus. Just the fact that Amazon doesn't really do like interviews, things like that. Because sometimes interviews can be a bit nerve-wracking. Not for me. I used to be nervous when it came to like interviews and things like that, because you know, you always have this perception that they will think of you a certain way, and then that will probably make you nervous, and you know. But the fact that Amazon doesn't have interviews, I think is a real plus. What are y'all talking about? Yeah, this is for YouTube. I'm doing my vlog for YouTube. Yeah, so I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Terrence. This is my first time doing this vlogging thing for YouTube, so there's gonna be a few hiccups, but we're gonna get it right. I just remember I gotta go to the post office to pick up some things, so that's where we're headed right now. Going to the post office, and then after that we'll head to the thrift store. They don't want to talk right now, but when the camera's not on, they want to do the most. They like the biggest. They're the biggest actors in the world when the camera is off. But right now, they don't want to say nothing. The heck? He got a zombie car. One of those cars that you see in video games. She said I should kiss her and record it and put it on YouTube. That's rated R. We gotta keep it PG for the Disney kids on YouTube.
It's so cute.
Oh man, my arm hurts. My shoulder hurts. I have a newfound respect for vloggers. If they do this all day and hold this tripod and camera, man, you gotta be a very athletic individual to do that. As you can see, I think that's why they call it Tesla, because they know that it's the bestla. All right, so now I just made it. About to go up in the post office. Gotta go pick up some stuff. I don't know, this feels weird. Walking around with a tripod, recording yourself. I feel like an idiot. Just left the postal service. The package has been acquired. Now we are on our way to the thrift store. The process was very simple, very easy. I went on the website. There's two different websites that you can go to start the process of, trying to get a job with Amazon, the hiring process. And I'm gonna, when I get back home, I'm gonna probably do a separate clip showing how I went through the process of applying. So I applied for Amazon Locker Plus Associate. I think it's called Locker Plus Customer Service Associate. So that's the one that I picked. And I worked for Amazon prior to this a while back. I think in 2020, I want to say, or it was either 2020 or 2019. I worked for Amazon, and I was actually, I believe it was like a picker, if I'm not mistaken. I was a picker, and that was very strenuous. It was a very strenuous job, and day by day I kind of went through the emotions of if I wanted to stay or not, just because it was very strenuous. And the job that I work for at the Postal Service is very easy. It's like night and day compared to what Amazon was having me do. And I'm not one that's like I hate hard work. That's not me. I'm a hard worker, even at the Postal Service. It's just one of the things that kind of led me to leaving was the distance. The distance was extremely far. And I live in California, so I would have to go I live in Lancaster, California, so I would have to go from Lancaster to where the Amazon building was that I worked at, which was in Thousand Oaks. And then I would have to go to work for the Postal Service back in Pasadena. So I went from Lancaster to Thousand Oaks to Pasadena, then back to Lancaster. So it was kind of a hassle. I mean, it wasn't anything wrong with the job. Like, the supervisors were supervisors pretty much. They were how supervisors are. A lot of them were really cool, and then others were not so cool, but it is what it is. So now I'm applying for this locker position, which I think will probably be really easy. It seems like it will be easy. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. See if we can juggle two things at once in this circus of a world. Okay, so I just made it to the thrift store with my family. My wife and my kids are currently in there shopping, and I can kind of go a little more in detail on my Amazon when I used to work there. So when I used to work there, I worked as a picker, I believe it's called. I'm not sure because it's been quite a while, about a year and a half, I think, since the last time I worked there. And I was a picking associate. I'll just call it that for right now because I forget if this is the right term for the position. But we would have to scan bags, or we would come in, get our scanners, and then we would go through our little devices, and they would give us assigned aisles to go and get the Amazon bags, which are filled with the packages for customers. So you would go in, you would get your scanner, find your aisle, and then you would immediately go to your aisle and scan your bag. And once you scan your bag, it'll beep, and then it'll take that that particular bag off of the list. And once it takes it off the list, then you just go on and do the next few bags and whatnot. After you've done that, you will have to zip up the bag, bring the bag down to the ground, and then take it to your cart. You take it to a cart that you have to kind of stage the bags upon. And then after that's done, you would take that bag or you would take that cart and then, kind of line it up or put it in the area, station it in the area so you can continue getting more bags and more carts and whatnot. After you get all of those things, you would essentially help everyone in the building or all the other associates that were working on the bags and the carts to take the carts outside to the Amazon drivers. And yeah, I was pretty much the whole spiel of the job. But it was a very strenuous job. Like, it's not for the weak. You have to be very strong, very determined, very your mind has to be in a solid mind state, if I could say that. You can't be one whose mind is not strong enough to handle that type of atmosphere, that type of work, because you'll get angry very quick, because you're often in aisles with people at the same time. And this was pre-COVID, so I'm thinking it was 2019. It was pre-COVID, where, you know, the mask and all of those things. Before all of that is when I worked at Amazon. And so you would go in the same aisle with different associates, and you all have to pick, or you all have to do the same task, which is scanning these bags and pulling them down. Mind you, these bags are extremely heavy, some of them are extremely heavy. You know, there wasn't one that was too heavy for me, but, you know, I think about the women that work there, you know. And of course you get help and whatnot. You get help from different associates, and you can ask for help. It's not like you have to pick up the bag and get it and take it and do everything yourself. You have help, but it's very heavy. I'll just say that, very heavy. And at the time, I think we was being paid, I want to say 14 something, 14.25 or something like that. And while I did that, I was working for the Postal Service as well. But yeah, it was, I always like going through different experiences, because you can learn a lot from many different things and many different people in life. So it's not always a bad thing to leave or quit, because you can learn something even when you're going through something that you feel is a very bad situation. You can learn something from it, which is I think is very beneficial to us, because life is full of lessons. But if you don't catch the lesson, then what is life? You know what I'm saying? What is life? Life is about learning and growing. So a lesson every day is what keeps the doctor away.
What?
What? I don't even know what I just said, but I thought it was a very nice experience. Even though I quit, or even though I did quit, I thought it was nice. But the drive was extremely a burden, because I had to go out of the way. It was essentially a triangle. So I would go from Lancaster to Thousand Oaks, all the way to Pasadena, and then back to Lancaster. And I think I stayed there for about, I would like to say maybe 2.5 weeks or so, and then I just left. And I finished, it was a day where I finished the job, and then I just didn't go back. I didn't say that I wasn't coming back. I didn't tell them I was quitting. I didn't do any of that. I just left, and I just figured, man, I'm not ever gonna work for Amazon again. And, you know, but back then I had this mindset where, because I worked for the Postal Service, that I didn't really need Amazon, or I didn't really need another job, which is not really a good mindset to have. You know, it comes off snobbish, if that's the word. Like, you don't need this, you don't need that, and you just turn your back on different things. And that was wrong to do, and I definitely admit it. But I've since grown from that situation, and, you know, learned a lot. So I'm back at it, trying to get back into Amazon. And this Locker Plus customer service associate position seems like it's going to be easier, a lot more than the one that I was doing, or the position that I was doing. So, but you never know. It may be harder. You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. So I'm gonna see what it's like, and then hopefully you guys can come with me on this journey. This is my first vlog, first time doing this YouTube thing. by myself and whatnot. But we'll see how it goes. Make sure you comment, like. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the video, because I've been looking through YouTube actually to see some reviews or some kind of instructional video on this position that I'm going for, this Locker Plus associate position, and I've yet to see any. So that's why I'm actually making the video. That's another reason why I'm doing this. It's just to document it so that others that are getting into the position can, see the process from start to finish and see if they like it or not. So I hope that this is definitely beneficial to you all. I'm also going to try to do some videos documenting my job as a mail processing clerk as well at the postal service. So make sure you stay tuned. Also, if there are any individuals that are watching this video that do work as a Locker Plus associate and they want to share some of their experiences, make sure you share it in the comment section down below. I would greatly appreciate it, because I'm just now getting into the position. So I was actually trying to look for a position closer to my job, but I couldn't find one, so I ended up just going with the one that I found because it had the days that I needed and the times that I needed as well. So I just went for it and decided to apply for it, and hopefully if I'm in there long enough, I think it's about 3 months you have to be there to, get regular status is what they call it, to be a regular associate. Hopefully if I can make it that long, I can transfer somewhere that's closer to my current job. That's the plan for right now. But I applied about 2 days ago, and immediately I got an email welcoming me to the Amazon team. So the hiring process is very easy. There's no interviews for this particular position. And after I did that, I got the email, and they sent me a message telling me to schedule a day where I can come in and do a drug test and get my background check done. Bring your 2 forms of ID and whatnot so they can get those things situated. So that's currently where I am now in that process. Again, previously I applied for a locker associate position for somewhere that was closer to the job that I have now. It's just that someone already took the shift. So after I had went in and did the drug test and the background check, they said that the position was already taken. So now I'm kind of pressed to go find another job, or find the same job in another area. And my whole mindset is just to get in there, work as long as I can, try to make regular, and then transfer to the one that I do need. So we'll see how it goes. But so I went in, I did the drug test. You do a mouth swab with this little device that they have. It's like a little tubular device that they give you, or you walk to a station and they have like a little tablet there that you can kind of press to see the steps of taking your drug test, and you do it yourself. So you go over there to the station. I believe they have the stations 6 feet apart, and so you go there, you get your little tube device with the swab in it, and they tell you that you're supposed to put it in your mouth for I think it's 60 seconds. Not 60 seconds. It's I believe it's 10 minutes if I'm not mistaken. It's either 10 minutes or 8 minutes. So you do that, and it also says, or until the indicator inside the device turns blue. So your spit or your saliva gathers or pools inside of your mouth, and you hold it. You keep the device to the right or left side of your cheek so the spit can pool there, and then, you know, it'll make the indicator inside the device turn blue, which means that's all you need, or that's all they need as far as saliva is concerned, so they can get a good reading on if you're, you know, if you're drug positive or drug negative. So you do that, and after you do that, you turn in the I think you put it inside a bag, and then you seal it up and take a little label with a barcode on it, which is, I guess, specific or special to your account, I guess. And you put the sticker on the tube, and you put the tube inside the bag, and you give the bag to the representative, and then that's what happens. And if you're wondering why I'm looking around so much right now, it's because I'm in the parking lot of the thrift store, and, you know, I'm just trying to be aware of my surroundings. And yes, so you do that, and then they give you a call back once your background check goes clean, your drug test is clean. They give you a call, and they I guess schedule you a day to come in for your orientation, if I'm not mistaken. But right now we're at that process, and as the process continues, I'll update you guys with more videos. So for right now, we're in the first stages of drug testing and background checks. So I actually have to do, well, I don't know if I have to, but they sent me an email to do the same thing again, because I wasn't able to get the previous job for the background check and drug test that I did. So because I picked a different area, same job, they sent me an email telling me that I have to do the same thing again in a different place. So we'll see how that goes. I'm scheduled to do it Monday. So Monday, October 11th. Today is the 8th, Friday. So Monday I'll see how that goes. Supposed to get tested and get my IDs checked again, I guess. Or maybe if I go in there, they'll say, we already have your information, we don't need it, which will be great if it's the case, but we'll see. Again, if you enjoy this content, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share the video for those that are getting into the same position that I'm getting in or trying to get in. And also make sure you comment down below your experiences, or what job that you work, what position you work, or what area you work in. I would like to know, definitely. I would like to know how you guys like it, and if you're ready to quit, or if you're ready to continue on another year strong. You know, just comment down below. My name is Terrence, and I thank you guys for sticking around and watching the video. There's going to be more to come, more content, of course. I'm going to be doing vlogs. I'm going to be doing work videos on how I do my job at the Postal Service and getting into Amazon, and hopefully how I do my job there at Amazon. Make sure you stay tuned though in order to see those videos. All right.